Hello students, welcome to VisionQ YouTube channel. So in today's video, we will be discussing the second part of the mock series which was important for APSC, GS paper 2, any PCS examination, SSC Railway plus all other central and state level exam. So already we have discussed the first part of this video. So the link of which we will get in the description box of this video. So before starting this video, if you are new to our channel, so please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more such important videos, important for any examination. So we'll see the first question of today's series, which will start from question number 16 till question number 30. So the first question is a question of the topic of ages. A very important topic for all the examination. It says that the average age of a teacher and 3 students is 20 years. If all the 3 students are of the same age and difference between the age of the teacher and a student is 20 years, then what is the age of the teacher? Now average is nothing but sum of all the observations divided by number of observations. That means average is equal to sum by n. So from here you can find out the sum by multiplying average into n, and also you can find out the n by dividing sum by a. So average age of a teacher and 3 students is 20 years. So whenever average is given, always you need to find out the sum of the observation. That means average into n. Now since there are 3 students and 1 teacher, so n is 4. So teacher's age plus the sum of the age of 3 students will be equal to average 20 into n, which is 4. So this will be equal to 80 years. Now there are 4 variables here, teacher and the 3 students. Now we should know the 3 students' ages are same or different. It is given that if the 3 students are of the same age, that means their ages are same. So if I take the age of one student as s, then the sum of the age of 3 will be thrice s. So teacher's age plus the age of the 3 students will be equal to 80 years. So this has 2 variables, so it is equation number 1. Next, it is given the difference between the age of the teacher and each student is 20 years. So teacher's age minus the age of each student is 20 years. So this is equation number 2. Now it has 2 equations, so 2 variables. So if I solve these 2 equations, I can find out the value of both teacher's age and the age of student. Since it is asked to find out the age of teacher, so what we'll do here, we'll express s in terms of t, and from the second equation I will get s is equal to t minus 20 and put this value in the first equation. So t plus 3 into t minus 20 is equal to 80 years. Just I have put s, I have substituted s in terms of t. So t plus 3 into t minus 20 is 80 years. So from this we will get 40 minus 60 is equal to 80 years. So 4t will be equal to 140 years. So if I cancel out, it is 35 years. So teacher's age will be 35 years, which is option number C. So this question was based on 2 equations, 2 variables, equations of ages. So let's move to the second question of this session, question number 17. This question is the topic of the chapter profit and loss. Again, a very important topic for any examination, profit, loss and discount. So Gopal bought a cell phone and sold it to Ram at 10% profit. So Gopal bought a cell phone, that is he purchased a phone and sold it to Ram at 10% profit. So profit and loss is found on the cost price. Okay, so this is the cost price of Gopal, because Gopal purchased and then he sold it to Ram at 10% profit. In profit we give plus, in loss we give minus, because in case of profit selling price is more than the cost price, and in case of loss selling price is less than the cost price. So CP of Gopal, we don't know the cost price of Gopal. So let me assume that the Gopal purchased this phone for rupees 100 rupees. Suppose. And Gopal sold it to Ram. That means this becomes the selling price of Gopal. So which will be equal to how much? 100 plus 10%. So profit is found on the cost price. So 10% of 100 is 10 rupees. So 100 plus 10 will be 110 rupees. So this is the selling price of Gopal. Now Gopal sold to Ram. Then Ram wanted to sell it back to Gopal at 10% loss. Okay, Ram wanted to sell it back to Gopal at 10% loss. Now this is the SP of Gopal and this is the cost price of Ram. Because Ram purchased the cell phone from Gopal. So selling price of Gopal is equal to cost price of Ram, which is 110. Now again Ram wanted to sell it back to Gopal at 10% loss. So if he had sold it to Gopal at 10% loss. Now this 10% loss will be on 110 rupees. So 10% loss of 110 is rupees 11. Now in this case, the selling price of Ram or the cost price of Gopal, that means since Gopal will purchase the phone from Ram, so cost price of Gopal, that is the selling price of Ram, will be 99. Now, what will be Gopal's position if he agreed? That means initially Gopal had purchased the phone for rupees 100 rupees, but now he is purchasing the same phone for only rupees 99. So from 100 to 99, he'll be obtaining a profit of 1% profit for Gopal. Because initially he purchased it for 100 and now he purchasing it the same price, same phone for rupees 99 only. So he will obtain a profit of 1% for Gopal. So answer will be, for Gopal it is 1% gain or 1% profit. Now next we'll discuss is question number 18, the third question of today's series. A question again of the topic of ages. In year 2010, Gautam is 36 years old and his son is 8 years old. So in 2010 year, Gautam's age is 36 years and his son's age is 8 years. Which of the following is correct? So the years in the options are 2014, 20, 16 and 22. So let me find out the ages of Gautam and his son in these 4 years, 2014, 2020, 2016 and 2022. Now if I see in 2014, what happens here? Gautam's age will become, okay, in 2010 Gautam's age was 36 years. So in 2014 Gautam's age will increase by 4 years. So Gautam's age will be 36 plus 4, which is 40 years. And his son's age will also increase by 4 years. So son's age will be 12 years. Now it is given that in 2014 Gautam's age will be thrice the age of his son's age. And all the options have to check whether the Gautam's age will be thrice of his son's age or not. Now see, 40 is not 3 times of 12. So first option is wrong. In 2020, Gautam's age will be 40 plus 6, 46 years. And son's age will be 12 plus 6, which is 18 years. Now it is clearly, we can see that 46 is not the 3 times of 18. So option number B is also the wrong option. In 2016, I have to find out Gautam's age and son's age. So you can either start from 2010 or you can also start from 2014. Now in 2010, Gautam's age was 36 years. So in 2016, Gautam's age will increase by 6 years, isn't it? So 36 plus 6 will be 42 years. And son's age will also increase by 6 years. So 8 plus 6 will be 14 years. Now we can clearly see that 42 is 3 times of 14. So therefore Gautam's age will be 3 times of son's age in the year 2016. So correct answer is option number C, that in 2016 Gautam's age will be thrice of his son's age. So this was a very important question asked in previous UPSC examination. So let us discuss the next question, question number 19 of today's series. A question based on the topic of time and work. Again, an important topic for the examination. A person X can complete 20% work in 8 days and a person Y can complete 25% work in 6 days. Now, in such questions, always you need to find out the total work is done in how many days. That means X and Y both can complete total work. Now see, total in terms of fraction, it is 1. And total in terms of percentage, it is always 100%. In terms of percentage. Now these values are in percentage, 20%, 25%. So let me convert to percentage. So X can complete 20% work in 8 days. So always I need to find out X can complete 100% work in how many days. So if X can complete 20% work in 8 days, so I need to find out X can complete 100% work in how many days. Now 100% can be found from 20% by multiplying by 5. To also multiply this 8 by 5. That means X can complete the whole work, 100% work in 40 days. Now in case of Y can complete 25% work of the same work in 6 days. So again I need to find out if Y can complete 25% work in 6 days. Again I need to find out that Y can complete 100% work in how many days. That always I need to find out total work is done in how many days. So 100 can again be found from 25%. So I have to multiply by 4 obviously here. Because 25 into 4 is 100. So also multiply this number with 4. That means Y can complete 100% work in 24 days. So X can complete the whole work in 40 days and Y can complete the whole work in 24 days. So now I need to use this time to find the value of the answer. Now if I see the options here, okay, X can complete the whole work in 40 days and Y can complete the whole work in 24 days. Now it is asked to find out the time taken by X plus Y together to complete 40% work. Okay, let me first find the time taken by A plus B together. Now if A can complete a work in T1 days and B can complete the same work in T2 days, to find out the time taken by A plus B, you can apply a formula here which is T1 into T2 divided by T1 plus T2 days. So if A can do a work in T1 days and B can do the same work in T2 days, then A and B together can do the same work in T1 T2 divided by T1 plus T2 days. So if I apply this formula here to find the time taken by X plus Y, it becomes 40 into 24 divided by 40 plus 24, which is 64. Now this time is the time taken by X plus Y together to complete the whole work. That means 100% work. But it is asked to find out time taken by them to complete 40% work. That to multiply this by 40%. Now 40% is nothing but 2 by 5 in terms of fraction. So just multiply this number with 2 by 5. So 5 8s are 40. Then 2 32s are 64. 8 4s are 32. And 4 6s are 24. The answer will be 6 days is the right answer, which is option number A. So students, let us discuss the next question, which is question number 20. A question of the topic of number system. Again, a very important topic for all the examination except banking examination. Important for SSC, Railway, UPSC, APSC plus all other central and state level exam. A digit n greater than 3 is divisible by 3 but not divisible by 6. So one digit is there which is n. This digit is 3 or a number which is more than 3. The last highest possible value of n is 9 because n is a single digit number. That means the possible values of n are 3 till 9. It is given that this number is divisible by 3 but not divisible by 6. Now those numbers which are divisible by 3 are 3, 6 and 9. But this number should not be divisible by 6. So the possible values of n are only 9 because this number is greater than 3, isn't it? So possibility of n is only 9. That means the digit n should be 9 because it is greater than 3, divisible by 3 but not divisible by 6. So which one of the following is divisible by 4? Now if I put n as 9 in the given options, I need to check out which of the options is divisible by 4. 2 into n, 2 into 9 will be 18. It is not divisible by 4. 3 into 9 is 27. Again not divisible by 4. 2 into n plus 4, that is 2 into 9 plus 4, which will become 22. Again it is not divisible by 4. So only option left out is option number D, which is thrice n plus 1. So if I put the value of n here, 3 into 9 plus 1, it becomes 28, and 28 is divisible by 4. So right answer option of this question is option number D. So such questions can be done easily by taking examples. Such questions of number system. Questions based on divisibility concept. So next discuss the question number 21. A logical question based on the concept of percentage. In a school, 60% students play cricket. So only 60% students play cricket. Okay. Now total is always 100%. So out of 100% students, if 60% students play cricket, 40% does not play cricket. 40% students don't play cricket. Now a student who does not play cricket plays football. That means these 40% students who does not play cricket, they play football. That means 60% play cricket and 40% play football out of 100% students. Next, it is given that every football player has got a two-wheeler. That means every 40% students, out of these 40% students who are football players, every football player has got a two-wheeler. Which of the following conclusions cannot be drawn from the above data? That means based on the given information, which conclusion cannot be taken out or cannot be drawn from the given information? First, it is given that 60% students do not have two-wheelers. 60% students do not have two-wheelers. Now, it is given that every football player has got a two-wheeler. But we don't know how many students do not have two-wheeler. Isn't it? It is not given in the given data. It is just given about those students who has got a two-wheeler. That means 40% students who are football player has got a two-wheeler, but nothing is mentioned in this data about those students who do not have two-wheelers. So first is wrong. That means first information or first conclusion cannot be drawn from the given information. Next is given that no cricketer has a two-wheeler. Okay, no cricketer has a two-wheeler. We know that every football player has a two-wheeler. It is not necessary that every cricket player will have a two-wheeler. They may have a two-wheeler or they may not have a two-wheeler. So second information cannot be drawn from the given information. Third says that cricket players do not play football. Okay, cricket players do not play football. We know that football players do not play cricket. It is in the second line, it is given that a student who does not play cricket plays football. That means the student who plays football does not play cricket. It is not given that cricket players do not play football. It is not given in the given question. So third conclusion cannot be drawn from the given question. So all three are wrong. That means answer is option number D, 1, 2 and 3 of this question number 21. So if you are liking this video, please don't forget to subscribe to our video for more such videos, and also do press the bell icon so that you will get notifications about different videos in the future. So students, let us discuss the next question, question number 22. A question based on the concept of Venn diagram. Now you should know in what questions you need to use the concept of Venn diagram. Whenever some people, they share some common properties, So in those questions, you need to apply the concept of Venn diagram. In this question, you can see that the group has 15 people. Out of these 15 people, 7 read French and 8 read English, while 3 of them can read neither English nor French. That means there are some people who may read both these languages, English and French, isn't it? So such questions should be done applying the concept of Venn diagram to make the concept clear. Okay. So the first circle represents those people who can read French, and the second circle represents those people who read English. And total number of people have to be written in the above. So total number of people in this question is number 15. The group has 15 people. Now the first circle is for French and the second circle is for English. 7 people read French and 8 people read English. And 3 of them does not read English and French both. That means they can read neither English nor French. Now those regions in this circle will represent those people who can read either English or French or both the languages. The region outside the circle will represent those people who can read neither English nor French. That means these 3 will come outside the circle. Now in such questions, always important is the common part. Now common part represents those people who can read both the 2 languages. Since it is not given in this question, though, let me take the value as x. That means those people who can read both English and French is x. Now this portion represents those people who can read only French. So if total people is 7, it is x. So this will be how much? 7 minus x. That means 7 minus x are those people who can read only French. Next, total people who can read English is 8. Isn't it? And out of this, x people can read both these 2 languages. So the number of people who can read only English will be how much? 8 minus x. Now if I add this all values, 7 minus x plus 8 minus x plus 3, then I will get the total number of people, which is 15 from this Venn diagram. So this minus x and plus x is cancelled out. So 7 plus 8 is 15. So 15 minus x plus 3 is equal to 15. So this 15 and 15 is cancelled out. So x will be equal to 3. That means 3 number of people can read both these 2 languages, English and French. So this x value is 3 here. Now if I put x3 here and again draw a Venn diagram, I will get this value as, this value is 4, this value is 3, this value becomes how much? 8 minus 3 is 5, and total value is 15. Region outside the circle represents those people who can read neither English nor French. It is 3. Now it is asked to find out number of people who can read exactly 1 language. That means they can read only 1 language. Now what you get from this line? You see, number of people who read 1 language, it means that these people can read only French or only English. These people can read only French or they can read only English. Now or means plus. Or in the language of maths means plus. Now those people who read only French is 4. This 4. And those people who read only English is 5. So 4 plus 5 is 9. So right answer is option number B, 9. So such questions becomes easier and the concept of such questions becomes clear if you apply the concept of Venn diagram in such questions. Whenever you get some common portion between French and English. So next we'll discuss is the question number 23. A question again based on the topic of profit and loss. An article is sold at a profit of 20%. Now we know profit is found on the cost price. In case of cost price, selling price is more than the cost price in case of profit or profit percentage. Now the article is sold at ₹720 at a profit of 20%. I need to find out the cost price of this article. Now in such questions, If you don't know the initial price or the cost price, always you can take this value as 100% or 100 rupees. So 100% of cost price was the cost price of the article. Now on selling this article, the shopkeeper obtained a profit of 20%. Now if 100% is the cost price, 20% is the profit on the cost price, then selling price will be how much percent? 100% plus 20% is 120% of the cost price. Now this 120% is the 720 rupees already given in the question. So if 120% is 720 rupees, then 100% will be the cost price. So if 120% of the cost price is rupees 720, to find out the complete number or complete cost price, always find out 100% to find out the complete cost price. If you are to find out, if it is told to find out the profit only, then I just need to find what is 20% of cost price, because we know 20% is the profit. So 20% will be the profit. Now since it is asked to find out the cost price, just find 100%. So if 120% is 720, then 1% is 6. So if 1% is 6, 100% is 6 into 100, which is rupees 600. So the answer of this question number 23 is option number D. So let us move to the next question, question number 24. A question based on the topic of trains. Now the train length is 200 meters, which is 200 meters long, is moving at a rate of 40 km per hour. Now see, any train has two parameters, length and the speed. In any question of trains, always I need to find out the two parameters, length and speed. If length is given, sometimes it is asked to find out the speed, or if speed is given, sometimes it is asked to find out the length. Now in this question, length and the speed of the train both are given. Length is 200 meters and the speed of the train is 40 km per hour. Now this, since length is in meter, this speed should be converted to meter per second by multiplying by 5 by 18. Okay, to convert from kilometer per hour to meter per second, always you have to multiply by 5 by 18, and opposite will be 18 by 5. That means to convert from meter per second to kilometer per hour, I have to multiply with 18 by 5. Now in how many seconds it will cross a man standing near a railway line? Standing near the railway line. It is time taken, that is, it is asked to find what? Time taken by this train to cross a standing man. Now when a train crosses a pole or any standing man, distance traveled by this train in crossing the pole will be equal to length. Okay, so time taken by this train to cross the person or the pole will be always distance by speed. Okay, time is always what? Distance by speed. Now when a train crosses a pole or any standing object, distance will be equal to length of the train. Okay, because in this case, when a train crosses a man, we neglect the length of the man and just consider the length of the train here. So distance will be equal to length of the train here. And speed of the train is given as 40 km per hour. Okay, the speed will become here. Now time will be equal to L by S. Now length is 200 meters. Since distance is in meter or length is in meter, speed should be converted to meter per second by multiplying this 40 with 5 by 18. Because we know to convert from kilometer per hour to meter per second, I have to multiply with 5 by 18. Now just cancel here. 2 9s are 18, 2 20s are 40, then 20 10s are 200, then 5 2s are 10. This 9 will go above and gets multiplied by 2. So 9 into 2 will be 18 seconds. The answer will be option number D, 18 seconds. The formula is distance by speed only, but in this case, when a train crosses a pole or any standing man, we neglect the length of the man because it is very, very small if I compare the length of the pole to the length of the train. So distance will be equal to length of the train divided by speed, which is L by S. So students, let us discuss the next question, which is question number 25. If x minus y is 8, then which of the following must always be true? Okay, must be true. X minus y is 8. Only this is given. So what conclusions can you make from this given statement that x minus y is 8? So x and y are two numbers whose difference is 8. Now we know 8 is greater than 0, isn't it? 8 is a positive number. That is, x minus y should be greater than 0 because 8 is a positive number. So from this I can say that x should be greater than y. So x should be greater than y, and x minus y, that is difference of x and y, should be 8. Now I just need to see which statement follows these two conditions. That will be the answer. In the first statement, it is given that both x and y must be positive for any value of x and y. So x should be greater than y. It is not necessary that x and y both should be positive. Both may be positive or both may be negative also, isn't it? But just the condition should be that x minus y should be 8 and x should be more than y. If x is suppose 9, then y should be 1 because only then the difference of these two numbers is 8. Suppose x value is 5, then y should be minus 3. Only then 5 and minus 3 difference is 8. Okay, if I subtract 5 minus 3, I get the value of 8. Though x and y may be positive, may be negative also. So first statement is wrong. Next statement says that if x is positive, y must be negative for any value of x and y. If x is positive, then y may be negative also, na? Just I have discussed one example. If x is 5, y can be minus 3 also. Or if x is 4, y should be minus 4, isn't it? Such that the difference is 8. Such that their difference is equal to 8. That means if x is positive, it is not necessary that y should be negative. Y may be negative or y may be positive. Thus their difference should be equal to 8. So second statement is also wrong. Third statement says that if x is negative, y must be positive. Now, since x should be greater than y, if x is negative, y cannot be positive, no? Because if y is positive, then y becomes greater than x, which is not the case here. X should be greater than y. So if x is negative, y cannot be positive. So this statement is also wrong. So the right answer is neither these three are right. That means answer is option number D. Neither 1 nor 2 nor 3 is right. So in this question number 26, it is given that in a class there are 3 groups A, B, C. Now a question which is based on the concept of average. One student from group A and 2 students from group B are shifted to group C. That means if I take the initial students in A, B, C are A, B and C. Suppose A has A number of students, group B has B number of students and group C has C number of students initially. If I shift one student from group A, 2 students from group B to group C, then number of students in A will become how much? A minus 1. In group B it becomes B minus 2 number of students. And these 3 students in total will be transferred to group C. So group C will have C plus 3 number of students. So this is the number of students now. Okay, new number of students in groups A, B and C. And these were the initial number of students in groups A, B and C. Now it is asked to find out the average of the students now. What happens to the average weight of the students of the class? So if I take the initial average of these groups was X, now X will be nothing but what? A plus B plus C by 3 because X was the average of A, B and C. Now if I find out the new average, if I find out a new average of this class now, it becomes new sum. So new sum will be how much? A minus 1 plus B minus 2 plus C plus 3. So new sum by new number of students. Now sum will be A minus 1, B minus 2 and C plus 3 in total. It has already 3 groups. So n will be 3 only here. N is constant. Now if I find out the numerator, we can see that A, B and C. Just separate these values. So if I separate A plus B plus C, and next what remains? Minus 1, minus 2 and plus 3. It becomes 0. Divide by 3. Now it is nothing but A plus B plus C by 3. Now A plus B plus C by 3 was the average only, initial average x. So new average is the initial average only. Because one student from group A and 2 students from group B are shifted to group C only. Since minus 3 plus 3 is 0, so in this case, there is no change in the final average of the groups. So average remains the constant. That means option number C is the answer. It remains the same. Now we'll discuss the next question of today's series, question number 27. A question based on a topic of number system, question based on 2-digit number. Okay, see what to do here. The sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 11. The difference between the number and a number formed by interchanging the digits is 27. If I reverse the digits, the difference of that number and the reverse number is 27. Find the number. Now such kind of questions can be done in different ways, and the most easiest way is the doing from the options. If I use the options here, it is very easier to find the answer of just questions, because in this question it is about a 2-digit number and it is already asked to find out a 2-digit number only, isn't it? It is asked to find out a number only. So such questions can be done always from the options. Okay, that means the conditions is about a 2-digit number and a 2-digit number is only asked to find out in this question. So such questions can be done from the options only easily. Now I need to check out that option which satisfies the given conditions. That means the sum of the digits should be 11 and the difference between the number and the reverse number should be 27. If I see the first option, 6 plus 7 is 13, but sum should be 11 only. The first option is not the right answer here. Now next option is 74. Now see, 7 plus 4 is 11. So this can be the answer. So it satisfies the first condition. It is sum is 11. Now again one condition is given, isn't it? The next condition is that the difference of this number 74 and the reverse number 47, the difference should be 27. So I need to check out whether the difference of 74 and 47 is 27 or not. So if I subtract these two numbers, I get 27 only. So this option satisfies the both given conditions in this particular question. That means sum of the digits is 11 and the difference of the number and the reverse number is 27. The right answer of this question is option number B, which is 74. So such questions can be done in a very easy way by doing from the options. So if you apply the basic concept here, you can take one variable x or also two variable x and y in such questions. So let us discuss the next question of today's series, question number 28. A question of the topic of simple interest. Okay, simple interest. It says that the difference between the simple interest of 10 years and 8 years at 10% rate per annum is rupees 200. Then find the principal. Now formula for simple interest is PRT by 100 or P into R into T by 100, where P is the principal, that is the amount of money lent or borrowed from someone. R is the rate of interest per annum. T is the time in years. Okay. Now, simple interest is always found on the principal, and in case of simple interest, every year you have to pay same interest. Okay, interest is same every year. Same interest every year. But this is not in the case of compound interest. The interest and the principal keeps on increasing every year in case of compound interest. But in case of simple interest, interest remains the same every year. Now, this question can also be done in different ways. Okay, this particular question number 28. So, if I use the basic concept in such questions, principal is not given. So, let the principal be P rupees. So, in the first case, principal is P rupees. R is 10% per annum. And time is 10 years. So, if I find out the interest here, I will get the interest as P into 10 into 10 by 100. In the second case, principal is the same. Time is different, 8 years. And rate of interest is again the same, which is 10% per annum. So, if I find the interest now, interest will be how much? P into 10 into 8 by 100. And difference of these two interest is given to be equal to rupees 200. So, this is the basic concept of doing such questions. Application of formula. Okay, basic concept is the application of formula. Now, if I try to solve this equation, okay, let me give 100 in the denominator. So, it is 100p minus 80p will be 20p equal 200. Now, 25 is 100 and 5 into 200 is rupees 1000. The right answer is option number D, rupees 1000. Now, to minimize the steps in the examination, in such questions, you can take the principal as 100%. If the principal is same in both these cases. Now, in both these cases, P was the same, isn't it? So, you can take the principal as 100% in such questions. So, if the principal is same, rate of interest also same, difference is only time. In the first case, time is 10 years. In the second case, time is 8 years. So, if P is same and R is same and time is different, so this difference of interest, that means I1 minus I2, will be because of this time difference only, isn't it? So, 10 years minus 8 years is 2 years. So, in 2 years, every year interest is 10% every year. If 10% interest difference is for 1 year, then in 2 years the difference will be how much? 20% of the principal. Because principal is same, R is same, so obviously difference of the interest will be because of the difference of time only. So, if 10% difference is in 1 year, so in 2 years the difference is 20%. Now, this difference of this interest is given to be rupees 200. So, if 20% represents 200, to find out the whole principal, always find 100%. So, if 20% is 200, 1% is 20. Sorry, 1% will be 10 here. So, if 1% is 10, 100% is 10 into 100, which is rupees 1000. So, this is the right answer. So, I have discussed here two methods. It depends upon you which you are comfortable in which method. Okay, but easiest will be this method by taking the principal as 100%. So, right answer will be option number D, rupees 1000. So, students, let us discuss the next question, which is question number 29. A question based on topic of permutation and combination. How many 5-digit prime numbers can be obtained by using all the digits 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 without repetition of digits? So, such questions are based on the concept of fundamental rule of counting. Okay, fundamental rule of counting. Now, the digits should be 5. This should be a 5-digit plus a prime number. Now, what is a prime number? Those numbers which are divisible by only 1 and the number itself. It has only two factors, 1 and the number itself. So, it has 5 digits, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is the units place or ones place. This is the tens place, hundreds place, thousands place and 10,000 place. Now, I need to form 5-digit numbers by using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without repetition. Okay, digits should not be repeated. Now, a prime number should be divisible by only 1 in itself. Now we should know whether prime number is possible to be formed or not using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now see, if I need to form prime numbers in such questions, so always you need to see whether the sum of digits, whether the sum of digits will be divisible by 3 or divisible by 9 or not. Because if the sum of digits of a number is divisible by 3, the number is divisible by 3. And if the sum of digits is divisible by 9, number is divisible by 9, isn't it? So if a number is divisible by 3 or 9, then how it can be a prime number? It is not a prime number, na? So always you need to see whether the number is divisible by 3 or not. That means to find out the sum of digits first. Now 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Okay, if I add these numbers, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, I get 15. Now 15 is divisible by 3, isn't it? And because of that, if I form any number, the number may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, any number, the sum of all the numbers will be 15 only. That means the numbers will be divisible by 3. Okay. And if a number is divisible by 3, so it cannot be a prime number. That means no any prime number is possible to be formed using these digits 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So such questions can be done easily. Always need to find out sum of digits. If question is a prime number, maybe 2-digit number, 3-digit, 4-digit and so on. The answer is option number A, 0. That means no prime number is possible to be formed using these digits only 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So let us discuss the last question of today's series or the part 2 of this discussion, question number 30. For what value of n, the sum of digits in the number 10 to the power n plus 1 is 2. A logical question which was asked previously in the UPSC examination. Okay. The sum of digits of this number should be 2. For what value of n? So let me put the value of n here. Now see, n should not be negative. If n is negative, okay, if n is negative number, 10 to the power n, okay, plus 1 will be one fractional value. Will be one fraction or a decimal number. So n can be any number from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So if I take example, okay, if I take example and start to put n0 in the given number, then this number becomes, okay, if n equal to 0, then 10 to the power n plus 1 becomes how much? 10 to the power 0 plus 1. Now 10 to the power 0 is 1. Okay, anything to the power 0 is always equal to 1. So 1 plus 1 becomes 2. And sum of digits in the number, okay, sum of digits in the number is 2 here, isn't it? This number has 2. So I can write this 2 as 02 or 002 also. Now sum of digits in the number 02 or 002 or simply 2, it is 2 only. So if n equal to 0, then sum of digits in the given number is 2. So n equal to 0 is the answer. Next, let me say if n equal to 1, then it is right or wrong. So 10 to the power 1 plus 1, it becomes 10 plus 1, which is 11. And if I find out the sum of digits in this number 11, I get 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So again the sum of digits in the number is 2 if I take n equal to 1 once again. That means this sum equal to 2 is satisfied if n equal to 0. If n equal to 1, you can similarly say for n equal to 2 also it will be satisfied. N equal to 3 also. That means n can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. That means any whole number. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 all are whole numbers. So if n is any whole number, I will get the sum of digits in the number n to the power n plus 1 is 2. So the answer will be option number B, any whole number n. So these were the remaining 15 questions from question number 16 to 30, okay, which was a mock series held in our institute in the offline class. Now do watch the first part, the first 15 questions, and the next 15 questions from 16 to 30 to get the concepts clear from all the topics important for all the examination, because I have discussed in details each and every point from question number 1 to question number 30. So please do share this video with your friends so that everyone will get benefit through these two videos, part 1 and part 2. So till then, meet you all in the next session. So thank you everyone.